this. Let's keep going with the 5 choices. And if we start with, so for me, I learned that success begins with making a first choice. Like nobody can choose for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, my first choice was picking up the phone, which could be considered profound or practical, however you think about it. Since then, I have made other first choices that weren't so profound. Will you share one of the first choices that you've made that when you reflect, you know that really impacted your journey to enduring success, to this reinventing type of success?
I think it was finding my purpose. That's one of my steps. I think it was, and this isn't necessarily in the order of the 5 steps. I guess I'll say we can maybe do a part 2 to talk about the order of it. But
Yes?
as, but I think that, at least from my experience, I've always wanted to do things that fulfilled me as well as was a contribution to either the people or the organization that I am a part of. So I think and I'll give you a short story. When I had the opportunity, like I said, almost 5 years ago, to transition into the diversity, equity, and inclusion space, I really was asking a lot of questions internally to myself, but also to the organization about why now do we want to make this a focus in our organization, and why me? And I think a lot of I think it's those open-ended questions they're so important to enduring success. So identify, what is your purpose? What is going to make you feel joyful? What is going to make you want to jump out the bed in the morning and realize every day is a new day to have a new beginning and to make an impact. So that's one of the first steps is what is my purpose? And it may sound lofty, but I really feel like people need to really think through, like, what is my purpose? What's going to be my legacy? And it doesn't have to be anything like, solving world peace or hunger or whatever it may be, right? But something that's going to make you feel like at the end of the day, or when your end is coming, because we all have that at some point, right? I feel good about the life I've lived.
And that to me, that even is enduring success.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And finding your purpose, as one of your first choices. And then what you just said, like, to me, that can be a definition of enduring success, because it's how you feel in what you're doing and how you're showing up, which begins with, I love how you put this, what is my legacy? Right. And now, did you find that your answer to that changed over time, or once you said, I want to find my purpose, has it been consistent?
Let's say, and so in terms of it has had adding to. So if you would have asked me, even maybe 2 or 3 years ago, well, let's say pre-COVID, because it's pre-COVID, COVID, and now is, I feel like, the times that we live in. Because you think about it, for 3-4 years, we were somewhat isolated, and we're just coming out of that. But anyway, so pre-COVID, if anyone asked me, and I think I used to do these little quizzes, what's your legacy? Without a doubt, I would say my children. Without a doubt. And if you ask me today, I'll still say my children. Yet, I'll also add to that is the impact I make on so many others as well. And part of me enduring success is embracing that, because that was difficult for me to realize the positive impact that I had on others, and how so many people were and are still depending on me to help make a difference, to make their work better, it just amazes me the things that I think I'm just doing just because it's the right thing to do. When people come and tell me like how amazed they are by these things, I'm forever grateful. Yet that's what keeps me going, is realizing it's more than you, Nicole. And I'll be honest, I probably fought it for a while where I'm like, okay, this is just about me, my kids and my family and my husband. But it's so much more than that.
So much more than that. I'm going to probably pick up this part of the conversation when we go to the fifth choice. So I'll put that out as some foreshadowing.
And I'm sorry, because I will say this, and hopefully I'm not saying too much. Trish does try to give her guests a heads up of what she's going to ask. I will say this, though. I am probably not the most prepared.
Because remember the last time we had a conversation,
you said we should record this.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. We should just be recording this. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Choose and Become interview series. To check out more episodes, go to www.trishkendall.com/podcast. Or go to any of your favorite podcast channels, including YouTube, under Trish Kendall Speaks, and you'll find this interview and more. Choose and become.